Hi guys, welcome back to The Egg. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Ace Attorney. Okay, let's just get into it. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. It's kind of... He saw it and Frank saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Oh, I'm totally forgetting my voices. Wait, let me go back and check. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Okay, now if I'm correct, it's a statue, not a clock. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now how is that supposed to be a clock? How is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence? Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Of course I do. I always have problems. Yes, Your Honor, there was a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock was to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock, but the witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove that I went there. Just gonna change Sonic voice so that I can remember what his voice is like. I'll do better than that. I can prove that you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That's the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please to continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Stott, that's the thing that we saw in the beginning of the game. Mr. Stott, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandably, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjure. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? You know what, I'm just gonna change this voice to my best New York accent. That day, I never... Look, the clock I heard, no, I mean I saw... Phoenix is pissed.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn. Give him death.
Wouldn't that be settled on appeal if you got convicted? There's like an appeal trial, right?
Order! Order in the court!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence to support the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you claim that the sound the victim heard was from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sott heard was definitely this clock. In fact, it is a fact which is clear if you simply... Give me a second. I accidentally I pressed pause and forgot to press play on OBS. So basically what I said was, I said to examine the clock in this court. Okay, Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That is certainly a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all. That would be funny if we just saw Larry go to the stand and just like... So, we've heard
the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25! Ark! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Or is it? Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sott heard, and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sott, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha ha ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what is he talking about? Well, it may seem the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. We still do. Yes, we do, because it would change the clock. Then, but I guess we'll prove it anyways. He's right. How am I going to prove that? By proving that nobody else could have dealt with the clock after. Wait. Is that? Does that actually? No, that doesn't work. Okay. Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems that you lack critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let your incident with the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sott.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like I'm a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Sus. Sus's box. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sott. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like that. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove that the clock was slow on the day of the murder. I'm sorry. Fun to say murder. Try it. Say murder. It was the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume that the clock was 3 hours slow and forge some evidence. Think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, I can.
Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say that the clock was already running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You found evidence to support this claim.
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond any doubt. Tough words. Let's see if you can pull this one off.
Let's see. The evidence that proves why the clock was running 3 hours slow.
On my first playthrough of this game, I had no idea. So I just went individually each piece of evidence and presented it. But now that I've done that, I know it's the passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad that day before the murder. As we know, the time difference here in Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. there. It's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sod? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Did Mr. Sod just die? The witness just dies directly on the stand. That's a topic for a later game. And if you played through Ace Attorney Apollo Justice, you'll understand.
Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested or taken away, and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm very impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and I find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
not guilty. I haven't seen that animation in so long. Man. Good old animations. Confetti falling down.
And with that, the court is adjourned.
It turns out that Frank Sott was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sott let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching through the place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sott grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and moited her. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant's Lobby Number 2. Woo, I still can't believe we won.
Right, good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen the end of a trial on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, I imagine how Larry feels. My life, it's over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone forever, man. Larry, she was... Nah, never mind. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry...
Harry Butts. I don't know why this is making me laugh so much.
Harry Butts, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this as a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this evidence in that?
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And then she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Sob. Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think I did Larry's voice in my head one of those past points.
I think that she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Do you have something for your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? She must have bought the statue from Paris. Or to Paris. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh, what about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she's just probably needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take around traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better.
Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now, and also hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are innocent or guilty. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent Butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry,
You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, a part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Oh, and so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Ooh, the end. Well, with the end of that case, that also brings the end of this video. I would like to wish you uh, an amazing rest of your day. Goodbye.